Hey guys, it's your girl Jasmine. So today I have a book video for you guys, and it is all about the books that I love for 2016. I have that one in the background, so.
Me?
Yeah, your hair.
Oh, I don't care.
My goal for this year was 50 books, and I read a total of 62 books. And this is the first year I've ever did a Goodreads goal. First year I've gotten into reading like back to back. All of these books I don't have because they're from the library or they're in ebook format. The order of these books are in the order that I read them from beginning to the end of the year. First book is An Ember in the Ashes. Now I know I'm behind on this book. This was a lot of people's favorite book of last year, and that is why I really wanted to read it, and I really enjoyed it. Of course, it was the beginning of the year, so I don't really remember the story much. I just know I really liked it, and I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. This is about this girl who pretends to be a slave, well, goes into slavery, and she's supposed to be helping this rebel camp so that they can help get her brother that was taken by this other culture that the other guy, the love interest, is in. And this is very vague, but that's all I got from it. That's all I remember. The next book is Illuminate. Now this one I remember quite a bit because I think I've read it twice. I read it and then I listened to the audiobook because the audiobook has a whole cast of people playing the parts, and it's amazing. It's like documents, IMs, emails, stuff like that. I thought it was amazing. It was great. So the next book is The Night Circus. I love this book, and it wasn't even like, I never thought I would like a book like this. It doesn't immerse you into the world because you're supposed to be a spectator in that novel, and you're supposed to just spectate the circus, and the circus is the main character, and it's amazing. It just, the only reason it's my favorite is because I would love to go to a circus like that, and this is my trusty notebook with all my books on it. The next book is Poison Study. Now the reason I like this book is because the female character, she was bomb, and she was so realistic. She had her faults, she wasn't afraid to ask for help, and she was just amazing. And I did like the love interest, but I haven't read the next book because I know they're separated and I'm not in the mood for that. The next book is a middle grade book called The School for Good and Evil, and this was amazing. This was very dark to what you would think it would be, and it was lighthearted at the same time and hilarious. I listened to the audiobooks, which was performed by a British speaking person. I love listening to British people speak, and it was just a great overall series. The next book was The Book Thief. I felt like I had to add this because it was a book that I never thought I would venture out to read because I didn't think I was into historical fiction, but I learned after quite a few reads that I do really like historical fiction, and this book was amazing because it was so different. It was written from the perspective of Death, and Death is a sarcastic mofo, I'll tell you. He spoils the book while you're reading it, so you already know what's going to happen because he spoils it at the beginning of each chapter. So you already know who's going to die and how they're going to die, but you still keep reading it because us humans like to torture ourselves. The next book is Winter. Cinder, Scarlet I actually did not like that much at all, and the only reason I kept going to Crest is because everybody said Crest was their favorite, and I'm so glad I kept going because Crest is my favorite too, but Winter takes the cake because it's so big and so much happened, and Cinder really showed off in that book, and I just loved it. The next book, of course, another series, is The Vampire Academy, and I am so behind on this. I binged through the whole series this summer, and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing because it was just so fast paced. Things kept happening, so many plot twists, so many turns, so many things, so much stuff. The triangle actually worked in this book, in my opinion. I had a point where I was rooting for one guy, and then I had a point where I was rooting for the other guy, and then I went back to rooting for the other guy, and it's just amazing. I gotta read Bloodlines because Adrian is in that, and Adrian is bae. The last and final book, The 1000th Floor. And this is actually a book that came out this year. The only book I've read that came out this year. and it was purely on enjoyment. I know it had its flaws, but it was futuristic, which is so cool, seeing people's imaginations of the future, because you think in 2015, what year is it? Thank you. In 2016, you know, it's hard to keep imagining futuristic things. I feel like we got it all, you know? But there's so many things that you can get, like screaming gummy bears and bubbles of wine floating in the air that you could just stick your straw in. It's amazing. These are the things that are in this book. On top of that, it's the drama, the Gossip Girl drama. I do love Gossip Girl. I'm actually binge watching the whole series for the second time. It's a guilty pleasure, guys. It's a guilty pleasure. And if you're into that, you would be into this book, because it was crazy in that ending. Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a second book. My camera is cut off. It's told me to shut up, so I guess it's time to go. That was the last book. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, guys. Let me know what your favorite books of 2016 were, because I need... What? Take two. Let me know what your favorite books of 2016 were. Let me know what your favorite books of 2016 were down below in the comments, because I could always use some recommendations. I think I'm going to up my reading goal for next year. Woo. That is all. I will catch you on the flippity flop. Woo!